Hi, have you ever wondered how to use different materials, different resources to transmit your knowledge, to transfer the contents of your lesson to your participants or your students? Well, today we're going to talk about that topic. My name is Max Quiroz from Max and Root Training, and today we will talk about how to maximize your learning aid's impact on your student learning. If you haven't done so, please click on the button that you see on your screen, in your YouTube screen, so that you can subscribe to our channel. Like the video and share it, comment if you like it. We are happy, we love it when you comment on our videos and when you share them and like them. Thank you for doing so. And now let's talk about how to maximize your learning aid's impact. And before we go into how to maximize that impact and to see how we can use different learning aids in our courses, we should answer the question, what is a learning aid? And a learning aid is something that supports student or participants' learning. That's it. And it can be an object, it can be music, it can be a video, it can be whatever you can imagine that can support the learning process. And that's very important to understand. And the first learning aid that we would like to mention in this video is video, precisely. Why? Because video has become the go-to learning aid. And the reason is very simple. It's the most powerful learning aid that we can have today because it's interacting with two different sensory channels at the same time. We are seeing something and we're listening to audio related to what we are seeing, so they complement perfectly. And it's using the most common learning channels according to neuro-linguistic programming: vision and hearing. So if we're seeing and hearing at the same time, we're going directly into the most important learning channels that participants have. Now, it's very important that you use video correctly, and it should be good quality video. You should take care to just show the segment that you need to show, and always be careful with copyright issues. If you're using commercial videos, please acknowledge that. Use segments only, don't use the whole video. We used to do that a long time ago, or we used to have to buy training videos specially created for that. And today, thanks to the huge availability of videos that we can find on YouTube or Vimeo or all those platforms, today we have many options available. But we should always credit the authors, and if necessary, get the permissions that we need to use that video. Ask for permissions. Usually those permissions are granted. It's no problem, so be careful with that. The next learning aid that we can use and that we recommend is audio. And it used to be that whenever you wanted to use audio in your course, you have to carry a big boombox or tape recorder or CD player, whatever you use, or to ensure that in the place where you were teaching your course there was an audio system that you could use. Today, all that has changed, because today everything's digital, everything's recorded, and you can have it in your phone, use it, and connect that to a Bluetooth speaker so fast, so easy, and you don't have to carry anything else. I remember when we had to carry our cassettes and then the CDs and then the DVDs and everything. Today, we have everything in our computer and our tablet or in our cell phone, and that's wonderful. Besides, whenever you use audio, there's this resource that is a wonderful thing. It's podcasts. And there are podcasts for any topic that you can imagine. Or if you finance, zoology, chemistry, whatever you can imagine, there's a podcast about that topic. And you can use that as a learning resource. And the most wonderful thing is that it's available for the students wherever they are through their mobile devices, like their cell phones or tablets. So you don't have to take anything into the classroom or to the auditory where you're teaching your course or your online course. If it's online, it's very easy to just put a link there and there it is. Or you can tell the students to download it to their device, and it's accessible for them wherever they are, whenever they want to hear it. So that's the magic of technology today. And besides, audio is the second most important learning channel that we have, hearing. So it's impacting that directly. Another of the learning aids that we use are images. And images are so powerful because of one simple reason. The human brain processes images 60,000 times faster than text. And that's why whenever we see a stop sign, we automatically stop, because our brain processes that information instantly, and we take action instantly. And whenever we have to read something, it will take time until we read it, process it, and then take action. It's much, much slower. So that's the power of a good image. And also, what we are seeing today is we're going to be using more images, one very impactful image, and very few text. And that's the secret of instructional design. We think we're multitaskers, but we aren't. We can only process one type of information at a time. So if we're seeing an image, we aren't reading or listening to the speaker. So that's why we have to learn how to balance all the information that we show our students. A very good image, and as the saying goes, an image says more, means, or is worth more than 1,000 words. So you can use images like that. You have to be very careful with copyright issues also, like in videos and audio, all these things. Be careful with those issues, ask for permission to use them, and use the material that's commercially available and that you can use commercially. There's lots of sites where you can find free for commercial use images, like Unsplash, like Pexels, Shutterstock, and all these sites. Many of them are free, many of them you have to pay, but most of the time you can find great images that you can use for your courses or presentations. Music. Music is wonderful. We love using music in our courses as a learning aid, because with music you can create the exact and ideal learning environment for your participants. If you want them to be animated, happy, you can do so with a song, and then with different kind of music you can lower the energy and make them focus on something. And there's even music specially composed with different frequencies that enable students to go into a cerebral wave frequency brain frequency, where they are more open to learning. So you can do wonders with music. Besides, as the experts in neuro-linguistic programming say, you can create auditory anchors with music. If you play the same song at the end of every day of your course, or at the start of every session, online session, when the participants listen to that music outside your course, they will immediately remember your course and the contents, and that will help them recall the information that you transmitted to them, all the learning that they acquired during your course. So music is very powerful. It's a great learning aid. Objects, day-to-day objects, are wonderful. A cork, if you want to talk about history, and then you can relate it to the great Portuguese navigators that explore the earth, like Vasco da Gama and all these things, and you can use history, or an apple, or a glass of water if you have it with you, or whatever object you have with you and that is related to your topic. You can use it, and you can bring those subjects into your classroom or into your online session and use them to reinforce and to support what you're saying. I remember a class we taught online. We had 200 participants, and we asked them to bring a shoelace, because we taught them how to tie a square knot. And it was wonderful seeing 200 people online doing it and working with their hands. And that's a simple object, an object that you can find anywhere. In every home there's at least one shoelace, if not two. So you can work like that, be creative with your learning aids. And finally, we would like to talk about flip charts. Flip charts have received a second life, a second chance in life, because today we are seeing them time and again in huge courses, in huge events, be them face-to-face or online, with thousands of people. The instructors or teachers, or presenters, have one or two flip charts available on stage with them. And flip charts are great learning aid because you can use them to emphasize or to clarify any point that you are showing, or that needs clarifying or emphasizing in your presentation. Be careful how you use it. Don't hide behind the flip chart. Don't cover the flip chart with your body. Write with the right markers so that everybody can see. The colors are important. Your penmanship is important. So you have to learn how to use, but it is a wonderful resource, a wonderful learning aid that you can use in your courses, be them online or face-to-face. And if we really want to maximize the impact of our learning aids, we must answer 3 questions. The first one: what will the participant think after seeing or after interacting with the learning aid? What will he or she feel? And what will he or she do after interacting with the learning aid? If you are able to answer those 3 questions for any learning aid that you might use in your courses, then we are sure that you will maximize the impact of that learning aid. So those are the learning aids that you can use and how you can maximize their impact on your participants. If you want to learn more about how to integrate these concepts about learning aids or many other things about teaching, learning, course design, presentations, be sure to click on the link that you see on your screen or the link that's on the description of this video and jump into a free discovery call. No compromise. We won't sell you anything. We want to help you so that you can see how can you integrate the use of learning aids into your courses and so that you can grow your audience. We really hope this video has been helpful for you. See you in the next one and have a great day.